All right, so how about this? New research from consultant company Robert Half shows that most U.S. workers plan to stay in their current roles, at least for now. Ryan McCarty joining us with more on the new data coming out. So for the most part, is it basically just saying that people are feeling comfortable? Is that a good sign?
I would say that it seems to be that flexibility is the new career currency.
Yeah, makes sense.
The research shows 73% of workers plan to stay in their job throughout the end of the year. And I'll say it's not because people are actually thrilled in their jobs today. It's more so they don't want to give up their flexibility. You know, you got a good manager, you got a good hybrid schedule, you don't want to be last one in, first one out.
Yep.
You know, but with all that being said, there's still a lot of eyes on the market. You know, people more so than ever are considering contract work or switching industries or upskilling using AI. So I wouldn't say it's like a stagnant job market today. I'd say it's more so of like a cautious one.
And I think that that's something that, came out of COVID was, first of all, remote work, and then figuring out how to balance it with the work that we knew before, you know, the in-person kind of work and the day-to-day office jobs. But finding that balance, now here we are 5 years post-COVID, is that, so like you were saying about flexibility, do you think that that's going to be here to stay as we kind of look at the future of the job market and how it shakes out? Do you think that's going to still be paramount?
I do.
Yeah.
You know, when we started tracking this stuff, which is about when COVID happened, because it was like, what's important in your job? What do you want to do? So you think like all that flexibility and work hybrid and remote started back then.
Yeah.
But still in the surveys, it still said pay was number one and compensation was number one.
Yeah.
Now for the first time ever, flexibility is now number one and compensation is number two. So, you know, the job market is just changing, and it's, you know, we just got to be adaptable. So if you're a company looking to hire, you got to double down and lead with flexibility and benefits versus like compensation now.
Absolutely. Okay, so we were just looking at some of the top motivators, though, for career moves. So like, is this what you were saying in terms of obviously higher pay being on there, but better benefits people are also looking for, and perks and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the flexibility, perks, and benefits are now the number one priority when people are looking for a job search.
Yeah.
Versus, you know, higher pay. It's still, you know, 1A, 1B type of thing. But, you know, they flip-flop for the first time in the past 5 years since we've been tracking all this stuff. So
that's incredibly interesting to me, but I also see the truth in it. Does it surprise you at all? The flexibility is now kind of taking the rank.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're here, we're talking to consultants, we're talking to candidates all day long.
Yeah.
You know, and they're telling us like, hey, I don't want to give up my flexibility. You know, a lot of these companies, you think like, if you're a new hire, I got to be in the office to get the training. And people just don't want to give that up today. They'd much rather just like stay put and stay where they're at, be more selective, upskill, you know, look at AI or learn a new trade or something like that versus, you know, leaving for another opportunity.
100%. Okay, so in terms of, you know, folks who are comfortable in their job, what should people at home know? If they're comfortable where they are, or maybe if they are looking for a career change, what would you recommend?
I'd say one of the things that I'd recommend is just, you know, upskill your current, like I talked about, like go look at AI. You know, everybody's like, AI, how's it going to affect my job? Is it going to take over the world? What's happening? You know, we say like AI isn't going to take your job, but somebody who knows how to use AI will. So
that's interesting.
Yeah,
very true. Yes.
So it's not about like being replaced by AI. It's about being relevant.
So and knowing how to work it.
Know how to work it. So like, especially small to mid-sized companies, you know, who don't have the resources to be able to invest in some of this AI. It's easier than ever it has before to go out, to learn something on YouTube or learn a new trade, to be able to differentiate yourself when you're out there interviewing for your new job. So that would be a good tip. Go upskill.
Yeah, I like that, upskill. Cool. Robert, thank you so much. Where can people go for more?
RobertHalf.com, great place for us. So check us out there.
Thank you so much for coming in. Always appreciate. I'm just fascinated again by the kind of business landscape, as it were. But yeah, flexibility makes sense.